Hello, everybody. Today we are doing a Fire Emblem Awakening tier list. I've done a Fates character tier list. I haven't done an Awakening, so I'm going to do an Awakening. And my categories, as you can see, literal gods. These are like the best characters ever in the game, in my opinion. Must deploys are are like, they're not the best character, but like, besides the nukes, these are characters you should probably deploy if you have them, if they're good. If I have space, is like after the first two, these are the other characters that will go on. Like, just the space filler where it's like these are the best characters other than the absolute best. I guess maybe once or twice is just like I've tried them. They get left later on, but they're on the team. I'm not counting like the beginning where everyone has like there's space for everyone except for one. These are like late game where I'm like, I'll put them on, try them out. Never use them, obviously. Characters I have never used. Um, yeah, there might be quite a bit. I don't use a lot of the children characters, and there's a lot of characters here I don't use. But all right, let's get into it. We'll do the children probably last. I think we'll do the children once we get to the kids, or like once we get to the once we get to a parent, we'll do their children. Hopefully, I remember where everyone goes. I think I do. Okay. We have Crom. Crom, I don't think is a god. I don't. Crom's good, but he's not like the best character ever. I think he's probably very high must deploy. Like he is a must deploy, but he's pretty good. He's pretty good. Lucina, I'd probably put behind. I think Lucina's better because Lucina can get Gale Force. Obviously, it can be Robin's kid. So I think Lucina just gets better abilities than Crom has because she's a child unit. So she's just Crom but better. Gale Force, she gets I think what Ether, not Rightful King, but yeah Ether. She can just you pass down any skill you want. Soul, I don't know, pass. You're not really doing that, but you can make her whatever you want, which is pretty much for any kid here. But she literally can be whatever you want. You give her Sumia, she can get Gale Force immediately. She doesn't even have to go into it. Robin, female Robin can give her Gale Force. You give her Maribel, she can get Gale Force immediately, or just have the access to it. Olivia gives her access to Gale Force. Sully doesn't, but I doubt anyone really does that. But yeah, she can be magical technically, like Maribel or a Magic Robin. You can make her a magical unit. She's really good. She's better Crom in my opinion. Next we have the Robins. I would put obviously male literal Robin is a literal god. Less than female Robin because male Robin has no access to Gale Force. And that brings us to the Morgans, but they can go into I think any class, they get any skills. They're I think veteran, they just steamroll, snowball the game. They get really strong, really fast. Female Robin's just better because Gale Force. Which also, this is another reason, both Morgans can get Gale Force. Female Morgan can go into Dark Flyer to get Gale Force. Male Morgan can inherit it from female Morgan, which makes female Robin better because she can pass down Gale Force. While male Robin can't get it, so female Morgan has to go get it, which means once you get Morgan with female Robin, male Morgan, you already have two Gale Force users. Male Robin only gives you one Gale Force unit, so I'd probably do this. Both Morgans better than female Robin, just because of Gale Force. It's like that good. It's insane. Lissa is a must. She can be really good, but she's a must deploy. The first early staff user. It's pretty much free experience for her since she's the only staff user up until Maribel, I think, is the next staff user you get. And then after that is like what you can put like Cordelia or Sumia into staffs. And then you get Libra, Anna too, but she's early staff user. And yeah, Owain, I think I've used Owain once. He's fine. I think it's weird that he's a sword user. I think there's another person like that. I think Noir is a physical class from a magical parent. It's whatever. They fixed him in Fates. They made him a magical class. I think he starts off as a mage or something. I forget what it is. But I know he's decent. Like he's pretty good. He's a royal. Um, he can be Robin's kid. Can't pass down Gale Force, but I think he has access to it. Oh, Lissa can pass down Gale Force, so Robin doesn't need to. But he's good. He's not terrible. I don't really. He's a lot of the child units I don't really use just because they come too late for me, in my opinion. But yeah, Owain's good. I think he can go into a staff class too, so another healer if you need it. Frederick, I would put down here. He is amazing early game, really good mid game, fine late game. I think he is. I know on Lunatic, I've done one Lunatic run on Awakening. He is necessary, like actually necessary. Like Lunatic, he's probably here, but I think at like early Lunatic, he's here because he's your main damage dealer, your main tank. He just destroys. But later on, like the whole game, he's probably down here. He's really good. I think he's a pretty decent parent too. I don't know a lot about like modifiers and stuff, but he's just strong. Pass down like I think shelter, right? He can pass down shelter. He passes down. I forget what the other. I think Luna is from Great Knights. But yeah, good skills to pass down. He's just strong. Sully, I use her and then I get rid of her. She's a Christmas Cav, but just discipline is good. She gets a lot. She can use items a lot she can use higher level weapons a lot faster than most people. But Stall does that, and Stall's just better. So I don't feel the need to have another Cav that early, especially with Frederick doing her job but better. Who does she give? Kiel, who I've never used. I think Kiel is really. I think like Kellum is a good dad kind of for Kiel for defense. I think was Kiel. I think Kellum was here. I don't know. But yeah, I never used Kiel. She's one of those kids where it's just she shows up too late, in my opinion, for me to use. But yeah, Sully's fine. I use her and then I'll drop her later on. After a while when I feel like she doesn't do good. I think she could be good. She's probably higher up. This isn't like a lunatic tier list. These are the definite best characters. These are just people that have been good for me. These are my personal, and she never ends up that great, so I put her here. Virion is here. Bows are good. 2 range access is good. He's like I think he's the only bow user in the game you actually get. I'm pretty sure. Everyone, like Lucina's, I usually put into Bow Knight, which I don't really need him after that. Lucina Crom, I can put into Bow Knight. You got the magic double. They can counter from 1 magic. So like bows are really good early on, but not later. I don't really like him that much as a character anyway. So he's, if I have space, because I train him early. And then at that point, I'm like, you know what? Let me put him in if I have it. He's pretty decent. He's not bad. I think he's a pretty decent dad for some kids. He gives bow access to kids that don't have it, I think. So, which is really nice. Yeah. Vake, I didn't like him at first. Vake is really strong and a really good dad. I don't know who I usually put him, like Sully Maribel, I think. Or Lissa. I think Lissa. And then you make like Owain really strong with Lissa. Yeah, no, I like Vake a lot. He's just like your axe user up until Libra, I think is the first part. Like other than changing, Libra is the other person. Yeah, he's good. He's good. You can like get away with not using him. Not on Lunatic though. I know Lunatic he's like a must-have, but early like he's not that great on lower difficulties. He's good on lower difficulties, but like you already have so many physical units. Crom, you get Virion, you have Stall, you have Frederick. So it's like if you don't really want another one, you don't have to bring him. Stall, Stall is so good. I love Stall. He's really for me. I think he always gets just maybe I'm just lucky, but he gets stats like nobody's business on level ups, and he just destroys. He's so good. He's like my go-to like Pan or yeah, Pan. I usually put him with Pan as a father. Cordelia sometimes, and he dominates the game for me. It's insane. Cavaliers are good. I think he's better Sully. A little worse Frederick early game just because Frederick's pre-promoted. Second you promote him, for me, he's always better than Frederick. I don't think I put him in like Paladin. Maybe Great Knight for Luna I'll put him in. But I usually put him in like Paladin. I think does he get Hero? I don't remember his stat pool or like his class pool. But yeah, he just dominates for me. He absolutely destroys. Muriel, um, I'm using her currently. I don't use her a lot just because Robin is usually my magic. I kind of want to restart and make Robin a physical unit right now. I don't know why, because I would for kids, I think, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But she's a good magic user. I usually switch her out for a lot of time because my first playthrough I did Rickon as the dad for Morgan, so I had that. I had Tharja, who was a magic unit. I just had too much, so I didn't use her, but she's good. If I have space recently, I'll put her in. I'm gonna use her more, so like it might change up here, but yeah, she's there. And she brings Laurent, who I've never used. He's just one of those where it's like he's just too late for me. There's no point of me using him. I know he's just better Muriel. He's one of the better physical or the better magical classes. Kellum, I don't use. I don't find a use for Kellum. I don't really. He's a tank, but like they really don't take damage either. So they just destroy the game. So I've never feel the need for him. Sumia is the easiest access to Gale Force in the game. She's an early Pegasus Flyer. I forget what it's called. She just get Gale Force, give Gale Force to Lucina. That's really like she just train her up for Gale. If you're never going to use her, doesn't matter. If you never use her again, train her up to Dark Flyer. You give Gale Force to any of her kids. That's really it. That even if that's her only use, must deploy. It's a guaranteed Gale Force to 2 kids, pretty much. Which leads into Cynthia, who I think is insanely good. Like Cynthia's Crom's kid I'd probably put Cynthia here because Sumia's up here just because she gives Gale Force to the kids, so it's like she's a must deploy. Cynthia, honestly, I might put Cynthia is really good. She's pretty much Lucina light. It's Lucina light. Crom and Sumia, you get Cynthia, Lucina, both get Gale Force. You destroy the game. Like genuinely, you just kind of cook the game. They're not as easy to build up as them because you're not always going to have Sumia as the mom, or because for Sumia you don't have to go into Dark Flyer. For the other moms you do. So but if you don't, it's a little harder to get going because you got to train them in Dark Flyer. But when you get Sumia, they just destroy the game. Donald, Donald's really good for giving Naui, Tharja, who was the other one? I forget who the last person is. There is 3 moms in the game. Is it just Naui, Tharja? Naui, Tharja. There was one more. I can't remember. Oh my god. It's because there's 3 Sully, that's who it is. So Sully, Tharja, and Naui don't have access to Gale Force, but have female kids who, if they have a dad that has the male class opposite of Pegasus Knight can give their kids Dark Flyer. So Sully and Kiel, Naui and Na, and Tharja and Noir, they don't have access to Gale Force through the moms, but male Robin, Donald, and Gaius as dads can give the daughters Gale Force. I know that. So Donald is really good for giving, like, you can give Na Gale Force, you can give Noir Gale Force, or you can give Kiel Gale Force. He's really good for that. He's a trainee, so he gets, like, his stats can go up really high, but he starts weak. He doesn't have a lance class, I'm pretty sure. Like, you're training lances for villager, and then you promote into axe and sword classes, which kind of does suck. But, he's really good for these parents. I do like him. I think I put him into Bow Knight a lot for 2 range. That's really it. Lonku, honestly, I'll put him up here. Lonku, fast, crits like a god. He's insane. Another really good physical dad. He just, a lot of times, will double and crit and kill. That's really it. That he double crits and kills. That's it. He just destroys. He's not up here because, he kind of sometimes does have to crit to kill. So, like, if you don't crit, he's not killing. But if he had guaranteed crits, he'd be here. He's really, for me at least, he's really good. Rickon, I put up here. I like Rickon. I think he's a nice character. He's a mage. He's one of the mages I tend to use the most. Just because he was my mage dad for Morgan. So I used him more than the others. That's really it. He's a good mage dad. He's one of the, 2 magical dads you can use other than Robin, I think. Yeah. He's the 2 magical dads. 3 magical dads. 1 of 3 magical dads other than Robin. And I guess Greg Roll, but that doesn't really count. Yeah, he's not bad. Maribel is right below. I'd put Maribel here. Another staff user, not as good as Lissa because Lissa comes earlier. You also have Sumya, so you can kind of, after Dark Flyer, which does take a while, you can get her into, is it Griffin Rider, Pegasus, Falcon Knight, or whatever it's called, to get her stabs. But Maribel's good. She can make a magical Lucina, really good magical Lucina, other than Robin. But she gives Brady, who I never use. I don't use Brady. I have enough staff users at that point. Her. I put Cynthia sometimes. Morgan into Sage, I think. You can give... I think she can get stabs. Yeah, there's really... I have enough to the point where I don't really need to. And, Brady comes... I'll probably put Brady here. I've used him... I think I'm more inclined to use him. Have I used him before? I'm always more inclined to use him, but I don't think I've actually, used him other than, training up. Pan is is Pan up here? She's really good as a Wyvern, but I don't really use her too much. I'd put Yarn here. I've used Yarn before. I just think, personally, I think Pan is better. Frederick Pan for pretty good Yarn. I just don't use kids too much other than, Morgan and Cynthia. And some coming up later. Yeah. They're good. Wyvern Pan is really good, but I don't, look at all the characters that I have to think about using. So I'm not really using her too much anymore. Gaius, I don't use a lot. He's a thief, but for chest and stuff, but not really. I'd probably put him here. I like him on his map, but he doesn't really get used that much. He's fine. He's a thief. He's one of the parents that gives Dark Flyer for Gale Force, so he's pretty good, but yeah, he just doesn't get used too much. Cordelia is the top of if I have space. I tend to use her. The issue is I just like the other flyers better than her. She also gets Gale Force, which is really good. But yeah, she's would have been up here at the beginning, but I knock her down later. Gregor, not really. He's usually my Nowie mom. Nowie must deploy. I love the Manikeets. I forgot about, I switched from Cordelia. Severa I've used before. She's really good. You know, you can get her Gale Force, and then she doesn't have to go into the flying classes. I think you could give her Wyvern access. I don't know how, but I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, she's good. Um, I like Severa. She's a child, so I don't use her too much. Gregor's whatever. Nowie I must deploy, and then where is she? I think Na is broken. Na is so good. Um, Na. So you marry, because you can marry them together to make Na really good, or you can make like a really good marry Nowie to like Gregor or something. I mean, maybe Vake. I think Gregor is one of her best marriages. Maybe Kellum for like a super defensive Na. But then you can marry Na to Robin to make a broken Manakete Morgan. This is how you get one, two, three, four Manaketes by marrying Na or Nowie or Tiki, and you can get Morgan as a Manakete. And yeah, Na you can give veteran, steamrolls the game. She's really good. Manaketes are insanely strong. Give her Robin as a kid. For me, every time I've used her, she was really good. Libra is another if I have space. He just comes too late for me to want to use another healer. He is a really good magical dad, though. At that point, my team is kind of fleshed out, so it's whatever. We're probably gonna speed run through the rest. I don't, Tharja, I don't really use. I've used her once. She's a good magical mom. All right, she needs a magical dad. She creates Noir, who I have used a single time, and she's whatever. It's physical unit coming from a magical mom kind of does suck. I pair her up with, I think she goes with Rickon or Libra. Yeah, she's whatever. It's just again another dark magic though, which is good. So Nos tanking really early. But other than that, I don't really, I have one magic user, another two magic users, three magic users, four magic users, five magic users sometimes. I don't need another. Like, it's just, I don't need another one. Anna, I think is good, but I have never used her. More inclined to. She's not a god. She is a must-deploy, though. She's a dancer. 24. Anyone know the 24 turn lap dance to get? She can pass Gale Force down to Lucina if you give Crom a 24 turn lap dance. Crom should not be this far down. Is everyone here better than Crom? No. I don't know. They're all just so good. I think I have Crom down too far. I don't think his Stall better. I don't think Stall is better than Crom. I'll put him here. Sumia will go down because a lot of time you're only using her for that. I don't know. I'll put her down too, just because she's only like dancing is really good, but that's all she's doing. She's like she makes everyone better. So like she is good, but she's just dancing. Like I'm saying that as if it's bad, but it's not. So it's like she is good. She is good. But the only way for her to be good is your other characters have to be good. Okay, now he's not that. Now he is good. Okay, I'd probably do this then. Okay. Church is if Church was a character before I played Awakening from Heroes. I played Heroes before I played any of the Fire Emblem games because my friend was playing it, so I got into Fire Emblem through that, and then I played like Fates and Three Houses, and then an Awakening and stuff. So I got through my friend who showed me Heroes. I liked Church from there. I played her in this. She's good. She brings Jerome, who is a Wyvern kid, and I use him. I love the Wyverns specifically because of Church. They are good. They are on Wyverns. They are good. That's really it. Henry is also, I think, is up here. He's a really good magical unit. He's one of the magical units that I probably will use other than everyone else, just because he reminds me a lot of. It's Henry, right? Oh, what's his name? I forgot what his name is. He's from Fates. Oh, what's his name? I don't know. I genuinely, give me a second. Oh my God, why is it? It's just like gone from my head. Leo, that's who he reminds. He reminds me a lot of Leo. I think aren't they both Dark Knights too? Yeah, he reminds me a lot of Leo. I like Leo as a character. He's pretty good. Another Dark Knight, Nos tanking. Sayri, don't use. Tiki, I've used a single time. She's a Manakee. She's pretty good. I think she's a fine mom for Morgan. Yeah, these are a lot of these characters later I just don't use. They come to Basilio, never used. Flavia, never used. Gangrel, never used. Walhart is a descendant of Alm, never used. What's her name? Emrin, never used. Yenfei, never used. Aversa, I heard, is a really good mom, is a pretty niche mom for Morgan because of Shadow Gift. Never used. Priam, never used. I forgot Inigo. Inigo would probably be here. He's fine. I wish he was a dancer. I think it would have been a lot funnier if he was a dancer as well. But yeah, this is my Fire Emblem Awakening character tier list, a personal tier list that I feel is what happens overall in my games. This is not overall. This is not what's going to happen all the time, obviously, because there's a lot of characters I don't use. But yeah, this is my personal tier list. It might be different for you. Let me know what is different. If you do have differences, maybe Church is a god for you, or maybe you don't like Lissa that much, or Chrom never does great for you. Virion is the best character in your game. You really like Emrin. Just let me know. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell me, what's up. And have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next one.